there's things we missed in the Amazing Digital Circus episode 7, the latest one. So I want to check this video out and see what exactly this guy is talking about.
So, as everyone is aware, episode 7 of the Amazing Digital Circus released. Like usual,
Yes.
it's packed full of hidden details and Easter eggs that you might have missed on your first viewing. In this video, I'll go through all the ones I spotted. I hope you enjoy. So, right off the bat, Kane leaves the cast a letter saying he's gone to buy milk and cigarettes and he'll be back later. This is a cheeky reference to the meme of deadbeat dads going to buy milk and cigarettes and
Nah, we definitely didn't miss that. Milk and cigarette casserole. And then he didn't leave. He was actually still right there.
never coming back. Kane is unsure what adventure to give them, so he consults the Chinese room. Out pops the answer, and Kane doesn't understand it because he can't speak Chinese. Later in the episode, they open the door and a mannequin runs out.
Wait, what did it say? What did that book say? I've never noticed that before.
The episode.
The Artificial Chinese Dictionary. What is that? Sam Stafford, what's up, man? Company copy? CNA. Okay, that's the name of the company. The Artificial Chinese Dictionary? Oh, I didn't know he was reading that. Is that why there's so many papers of, like, Chinese, like, the Chinese language? Like, because he's practicing?
So they open the door and a mannequin runs out saying thank God. He was reading an artificial Chinese dictionary. This is a computer reference to the Chinese room argument. Basically, it's a theoretical concept that artificial intelligence lacks genuine understanding or consciousness despite how human-like they appear. Kinger laughs because he's the only one that gets the joke, since he worked with computers. Pomni runs into two fish characters that are called crappy-looking fish Red and Orange. These are voiced by Zackraidvocaloid and Senior Pello. The sequence with the fish is a...
Oh my God. It actually has a reference? God, these things look so freaking cringe. Huh? What the frick? Did anyone get this reference?
Sequence with the fish is a reference to Gaither's Pond, a 2004 animation. This was a running gag on Oni Plays, where Zackraidvocaloid appeared on many times, so it's an in-joke to his audience. Pretty cool. After episode 6, we find out that Jax takes photos. This was canonized in this episode. We see pictures he's taken during his time in the circus, but he's turned them over. We see one with him, Ribbit, and Aphmau. Speaking of Jax...
What do we know about Ribbit? I don't remember too much about Ribbit at all. Obviously, these are people who were there before the events of this series. Right? Before Pomni shows up. And I'm assuming their abstraction really hit Jax here really hard.
His room appears stereotypically girly. This likely has meaning related to his character and personality, but it explains why he keeps his room a secret and doesn't let anyone in. Maybe he's ashamed of it. The scary hands that appear...
Think so? They likes cute things? That doesn't mean anything. I mean, some people are comfortable with that. You know what I mean? Like, I got plushies in the background. Like, outside of that, I like cute things. You know. Sorry about that. Outside of that, I mean, I don't really see the issue. You know what I'm saying? But some people aren't as comfortable for whatever reason. I don't know. We know Pomni wouldn't make fun of him for that, for sure. So I don't know where this insecurity is coming from. Probably something before the circus.
Here in Jax's room resemble Ribbit's hands. Some types of frogs can cause hallucinogenic reactions. So
he's hallucinating.
I think this is further evidence that Kane can reuse elements of past humans. Everyone knows this already, but Abel gets his name from Cain and Abel, the company logo. When he shows his plan, there's a few
Cain and Abel's also a Bible reference. It also kind of implies that Cain and Abel are very important to the circus. The construction of the circus. Maybe Cain and Abel, I don't know. I thought I was thinking too much into it at the end when we first watched this episode, but I thought Cain and Abel, it just, you know, for what happens in the Bible between the two, I just assumed that they were very important to the foundation of the company. Like they were there when the company was first established.
Interesting details. We can see on the left a bee that's been scribbled out. This is the exact same bee that Kane frequently draws. So this was a subtle hint that it was him that created the plan and that it was all an invention.
Oh my God. He's right. No one noticed that. I didn't notice that. So even at this point in the story, it was this was the clue that this is a lie. So I'm assuming that Cain probably drew the bee there and Abel scribbled it out. Maybe.
Sure. On the right, it says that disabling the internet would only free lucid subjects, not abstracted ones. So
wait, what? Let's go back. Status of abstracted subjects. Disabling CNA internet will only trigger emergency release systems for lucid human subjects.
So maybe this means that if the humans do somehow escape, only the alive ones will get out. And in the bottom
That
right, there's a
sucks.
list of old CNA co-workers.
I do see Kinger there, but like the question for me is how much of this is a lie and how much of it is the truth. The best lies have a little bit of truth in them. That's why I was so, to be honest, I got tricked pretty hard for this episode. So, and that's because a lot of it felt true. So I feel like a lot of this is true, but even though this whole mission was a fabrication.
There's 5 names, but 4 are scribbled out, and we see King.
I see Kaufmo.
Kinger. So further proof that Kinger worked on the circus. The area where Pomni, Ragatha, and Abel get the admin access from is very ominous. This feels like a reference to I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which the Digital Circus is based on. The Glitch Twitter account even reposted fan art reference.
I have no mouth and I must scream. I didn't know that Digital Circus was based off of this. Huh.
This before the episode came out. Kian has a room with every past adventure stored in it. Jax looks at one of them and we hear Ribbit's voice, though it's hard to make out what's said. Like I said in my review, this could be the last adventure that Jax saw them in. And lastly, this wasn't really a secret, but Jax correctly called out that Kian can actually manipulate people's minds. He was right about everything in the episode. He correctly called out that the entire thing was a setup and Kian was listening. And he also said that Abel was a twist villain. So that's everything I noticed. What do you think? Did you spot these details?
Yeah. Cain was right. I mean, not Cain. Jax was literally right about everything. Unfortunately, the reason why he was right about everything is because he's essentially has this is because of his nihilist attitude right now. He is essentially given up, and he's barely hanging on because of because of everyone else. So he's pretty much given up on hope to begin with. So his angle. He's always going to look at it from that angle. And this adventure is just going to push him even further down because now he really feels like there is no escape. You know? I was right the whole time. Why should I believe in hope now? That kind of attitude. Very sad for Jax in a sense. You know what I mean? He's just, if you really think about it, he's mostly lashing out because it's his only way to cope with everything that he's been through, right? Outside of Kinger, he's probably been there the longest.
Is there anything I missed? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching.
Man. Yeah, I didn't know about the map. Dude. That's crazy. Yo, thank you, Pink Blossom, for the sub on Twitch. I really appreciate it, man. Hope you've been doing well. Having a happy holidays as well. The company's called CNA. Yeah, I know that. That was quick. Yeah, it's a quick little video. I didn't think too much about. Wait, what? Oh, there's some shorts here too. Okay. Yeah, but I didn't realize about the map. That was the main thing. Everything else, pretty much, I was online with when we were watching Digital Circus last time. But maybe there'll be some more references that come up later. Wow. Yeah, but I can't wait for the new episode, man. I just can't. It was so amazing. We'll see what happens. Thank you for the video. This was awesome. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's thumbs up. A Lamau. That's funny. All right. Let's see what else. Hopefully, hopefully, the next episode of Digital Circus will be just as chaotic and arrestable. I can't wait.